Hey, I'm Zitumane, and I decided that to fit in with these absurd and crazy times, I would do something equally as absurd and crazy and sit in my room and dedicate some time to speaking to myself.
We will watch your career with great interest.
Then I'm just speaking to myself and sort of telling myself a story that will get me through this, because at the end of the day, as I come here and I speak to you, this is the first time I'm experiencing this, and this is the first time that anyone younger than 100 is experiencing this.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Things may change and my ideas might change, but I decided that I would come here and speak to you and tell you to make the most of quarantine. Which is simple, but a lot of the time we're not sure why we should make the most, because we get such conflicting ideas from everywhere. And I'm not saying my idea is above anyone else. I think you need to take time to reflect and to decide what you need. But what I need and what I would suggest is making the most of this time. Okay, this is being said under the idea or the impression that you are either not an essential worker or you have the privilege to be at home and to be bored. Because a lot of people, obviously it's not as easy to speak to everyone, but I'm just gonna speak under that assumption. So making the most of quarantine. If you have not picked up now, I don't know where you come from, but I'm South African, and South Africa is under lockdown. And the way that our lockdown is sorry, I can't even speak because I literally haven't spoken to anyone in a while except for my family, but I mean it doesn't count because I'm speaking Konglish. Long story. Anyway, the way that our lockdown works is that we literally can't go anywhere apart from the hospital or shops to buy food. We can't go on a walk, we cannot walk our dogs, so a lot of us are stuck and confined into our houses. And I think the reason we've done this is that South Africa has a lot of people living in rural areas, and if they were to go for a walk all the time, like, it would spread. So I'm not a COVID-19 specialist. I'm not a specialist in anything. I have a degree in architecture, but I don't think that's going to help us with anything right now, apart from creativity, which is what I'm going to speak to you about, making the most of this. I'm just looking at notes because I haven't done this before, so please forgive me. I'm literally speaking to myself. I mean, who's forgiving me? Anyway, so a lot of us are bored. We have realized that we can only watch so many TikTok videos and watch so many Netflix series before we start losing our mind. I'm actually recording this on April Fool's, by the way. And wow, this is the longest April Fool's joke that has gone on, because this entire situation is a joke.
I'm in danger!
But anyway, a lot of us are sitting bored at home and we've got nothing to do. And I like to see boredom as a gift, and I'd like to see this as a whole gift, because we seldom get the time to be still in our busy lives. Like, we live such busy lives, we are constantly being distracted by everything, and even in this boredomness and this stillness and this quarantine, we're finding ways to be distracted. But we've also found that those distractions can only distract us so long until we go into that deep dark hole. We are not at school, we're not at university, we're not at work. We do not have the responsibilities that we would normally have beyond our homes and beyond ourselves. And I think this time has been set out for us to kind of dig deep within ourselves and to do some work. I think we are going to find enough rest in this time that I'm not going to tell you to sit and rest for a month or 2 or 3, because you're going to leave it and you're going to regret it. And a lot of us are going to regret it. We're going to regret having done nothing.
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
And you kind of leave feeling like shit. And I'm just going to be that honest person who tells you like it is. Like, I'm not going to be like, yeah, just like rest, because there's only so much resting you can do until it becomes unproductive, and it might push you into a depression, which I know it does for me. So don't do that. Don't do that, sis. No. Put down the wine, Karen. Put it down. So I think what we need to do in this time is to kind of sit in our boredom first, which is weird that I'm telling you this and I make the most out of quarantine video, but sit in our boredom and sit in our stillness, because often from stillness and boredom creativity flows. Like, the boredom that we have, like, is a gargantuan advantage in life. And if you choose to take that boredom and you choose to take the creativity that comes from that and you work on it and you work, with it, and you work with your boredom and with these ideas coming from your mind, because I mean, the ideas that I am now experiencing and being given, which is a gift, are beyond any ideas that I normally get when I live my normal busy life. And I'm reading the book Big Magic, and she talks about how ideas are a gift. They're not owed to you. Your creativity isn't owed to you. And when it gives you this time and it gives you this gift, I would highly suggest taking it with both hands. Take the bull by the horns and go with it, dude, because you will seldom be given this time to be creative. And then you will seldom be given this time to be creative and the opportunity to follow through fully with your ideas. Especially if you're a student and you're not working from home, like you have this time to just work on your ideas. Like my university, I know for a fact, hasn't told me to do anything, so I've been just chilling at home, living my best damn life. Even if you run a business, I know a lot of this is hard for a lot of people who run a business, but here is the light at the end of the tunnel. Your brand doesn't stop during this time. Your community reach doesn't stop during this time. This is giving you a time to build a connection and relationship with your audience and with your community without asking for anything back in return. It's just time that you can use to give to them, and once you've given to them, they will realize that you're not in this just for yourself, and that it's an exchange of, here I am offering you something in return eventually at some point. So I think that's super important. My camera battery is gonna die. What a bitch. Oh my goodness, I am so mad. Like, that is just not cute at all, sis. Like, why would you do that to me? Sorry, shouting at my battery. So here's one other point, is that we're not being as influenced as we normally are during this time. Actually, I wanted to speak a lot longer, but my camera battery saved both you and I. So anyway, we're not being influenced by a lot of people during this time. All that this time is asking for us is to just be ourselves, and we get to be ourselves wholly and fully. And maybe the people who are judging you is your family, but I mean, like, sis, just leave them alone. Like, don't stop yourself. I think you should do the thing that you wanted to do the thing that you promised yourself you would do the thing that the universe is telling you to do, is guiding you towards, or God is guiding you towards, because there's no other time like now, like the present. I mean, we're in an apocalypse, babe, and all you need to do is stay home and be creative, dude. Like, that's all that the universe is asking from you. So I think that you should do it. I think you should experiment and you should try new things. I tried new things in December when I was bored, and I found out that I actually was a digital artist, and I didn't even know that, sis. Like, I had no idea I could do that. Like, I was like, what? And I never would have known that if I didn't kind of just give in to my boredom, and also give in to that thing inside me telling me you need to do it, you need to do it. Like, the procrastination comes from anxiety, and the anxiety comes from a fear of failure. And let me just tell you, you're gonna fail regardless at something, friend. Like, you're gonna fail, and it's gonna be miserable. I mean, you're gonna fall flat on your face like in a cake. Like, you know when, like, in cartoons they throw cake in someone's face? That's gonna happen to you, friend. And it's inevitable. It's inevitable. You cannot escape it. I'm sorry. That's life. So now that we've gotten over that, do the thing that you promised yourself you're going to do. Get creative. Do some art. Bake. I've been baking effed up, my friend. Like, wow. Master Chef. Do it, friend. Do it. I think that's just gonna be the name that I'm gonna call you guys. Is just friend, like one friend, because you're all one friend to me, because there's probably only one person watching this. Anyway, do the thing, experiment, try new things, kind of get self-aware, do some soul work, do some light work, do some breath work, meditate, friend, create, do art. You will not be given another time like this for a couple of years, or maybe never in your lifetime. Sorry, that got dark. So use this time and use it as an advantage, so that by the end you don't feel upset that you didn't use this time. You have a gargantuan advantage, as Robert Sharma would say, gargantuan. Sorry, English isn't my first language, sis. So use it, take it, and roll with it. Very few people will do it, so like you're being given a heads up. Like, no one else is gonna take this advice. People are gonna continue watching Netflix. Sis, do it. Do it. Do it. I don't know how else to tell you this. Just do it. Anyway, I love you guys. Like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Zitumane, on Instagram, on Twitter, on everything. Literally just that. Like, you don't have to remember much. You know what I'm saying? I love you. I'll follow you back if I love your account. That's literally what I do. If I think you have great content, I follow you back because I F's with that. I F with creative people. Mwah! I love you guys so much. And comment like what you're doing and what you're going to pursue during this time. I love you so much. And thank you so much for making it this far. If you did, like, oh, I don't deserve that. No, I do. You know, it's universe. LOL. LOA. Law of attraction. I appreciate you. Bye, and have a beautiful, beautiful quarantine, and you are gonna make it through. I believe in you.